Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn. I wanted to talk to you guys about mindfulness and how poetry can be used as a mindful thing. I am sorry about this guy that's in the background. He seems to want to be going up and down with his moped. I don't know why. So I'm a Special Olympics athlete. And today I want to talk to you about poetry and how you can use it to practice mindfulness. First, I'm going to explain how it's used, how you can use poetry. It's a creative tool. It's a way that you can use a way of feeling. You can either write poetry in the silence, which I actually prefer to do. Me personally, I actually do enjoy. I enjoy doing it without music because sometimes it's better without repeating from what you actually hear. And also, it doesn't have to come from what you think. It's actually most poetries, which my poetry that I'm going to be reading today, is actually coming from the soul. It comes from the heart. Today we're going to talk about dedication poetry. And dedication poetry is what you can talk about how with a loved one. You can talk about poetry through a loved one who passes away, or even your dog. Now, I'm gonna read my poetry of what I read. I believe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is what I read. I hope everybody enjoys it. So, the wall I built. This poem is actually built on how you get to a point in your life, and you have to get yourself out of that part. So when I say the wall inside my mind that I built, it's because it's the place I actually went in sometime this year during this pandemic, and I had to get myself out of it. And sometimes you can't get yourself out of it right away, but you can't expect people to help you get out of your mind. You have to get yourself out of your own mind that you put in yourself. So this is the one I wrote. I wrote 2 poems today. This is the first one. It's called the wall inside my mind I built. The wall inside my mind I built so I can stand tall. I built a wall so I can hide how I feel and I don't fall. I built a wall for everything I say because my emotions always get in the way. Wow, this guy's really annoying me. I'm so sorry. Wow. Always get in the way. I built a wall so I can hide the feelings I have inside. I built a wall so I can stand strong behind it, so no one can see me fall. So I can stand tall behind the wall, so I don't have to say anything at all. So I can stand strong for all. A lot of people don't understand how I feel at all, because I don't like to share my feelings, not one bit at all. So that's why I built this wall, so I don't have to say anything at all. I'm so sorry. So that's why I built this wall, so I don't have to say anything at all. I built this wall inside my mind so I can leave everything behind and act like everything's okay, to be strong for everyone. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's my. There you go. I'm sorry, everybody. There you go. So this one is how you actually can say in dedication. This one was made in dedication of my mom, who passed away 33 years this year. Actually, not 33. It's been 30 years this year since she passed away. So this is actually what you call a dedication poem. When you read How I Know I Walk with an Angel, how I know I walk with an angel because I know my life is so crucial. With every step I take, I don't look back, that's a mistake. With my angel by my side, especially when she saw I cried, she takes my hand at night and tells me it's all right. I walk the path I chose. I wore the shoes over the years. I got hurt, fell in the dirt. I was always okay, I can say, because my angel would say, keep moving forward. In my head, I didn't need to shed a tear because I would hear, don't fear, I'm here. She takes my hand through the darkness and she shows me there is forgiveness. So that alone is actually what you would call dedication of family members, loved ones. And as you can see, it's like an angel showing that all your mistakes that you've done with that person, there is a forgiveness stage. But I'm going to give it back to Emily. Amelia, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Shawn. Great job. Thank you so much for sharing. So what we're going to do next is go ahead and share what everyone brought with them. So I brought a poem with me today. I will go ahead and share my poem, and then I'll go down the list. I will call on you to share your poem if you'd like. So I'm going to start off. Mine was one that I found online from an old book that I read back when I was in high school, I think. So this is called My New Best Friend. Today I met a great new friend who knew me right away. It was funny how she understood all I had to say. She listened to my problems. She listened to my dreams. We talked about love and life. She'd been there too, it seems. I never once felt judged by her. She knew just how I felt. She seemed to just accept me and all the problems I'd been dealt. She didn't interrupt me or need to have her say. She just listened very patiently and didn't go away. I wanted her to understand how much this meant to me, but as I went to hug her, something startled me. I put my arms in front of me and went to pull her nearer, and I realized that my best friend was nothing but a mirror. So that's what I have for you guys today. I am going to turn it over to the first person I have on the list here, which is Adita. So Adita, if you're ready, you can unmute yourself.
This is a poem from Martin Luther King. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward.
That's a great one, Adita, and perfect because yesterday was Martin Luther King. All right. So next up, I have Hannah.
I'm still thinking of the poem, but let me go ask my mom if she can help me.
All right, we can come back to you, Hannah, if that works. All right. So the next person I have is Dylan. And Dylan, I think you have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay, thank you. My poem is about my Fair Kids show, Ode to Bubble Gummies, is about what they do. A swimming friend of mine is Molly, which is very, very fine. I bet her singing is so, so divine. A funny friend of mine is Gil. He is second in the fill. And when he's with Molly, they're like Jack and Jill. A collective friend to me is to my friend Goby. He likes stone collecting, which is like his hobby. A silly friend of mine is Dima, in which she likes to act. And just like me, we're in dramatic. That's really a fact. A lovable friend of mine is Zuna, who's as sweet as a flower. And if she likes to pretend, she's a princess on a very high tower. A clever friend of mine is Nani, who's very, very smart. He's into music, having fun, even doing art. An exotic friend of mine is Zuli, the newest in the school. She tells animal facts to friends, which is really cool. A cute friend of mine is Bubble Pumpy. He's a really cute dog. Like other dogs, he can jump, sit, run, and jog. My biggest and friendliest friend is Mr. Gruber. He makes a really great teacher. He helps the kids learn and do fun tips, and sometimes they all go on field trips. So this is why, and you can see, my best friends are in the blue sea. It makes me not sad, but very happy that somehow I feel like a bubble guppy. Thank you.
That was great, Dylan. Nice job.
Yep, it's full of love and kindness.
I love it. It's nice to get out of that comfort zone. All right. So Colin, I have you up next. If you would like to unmute yourself and share what you have for today.
Well, I have two examples. One is The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe, and the other is How the Grinch Stole Christmas from Dr. Seuss.
Did you want to pick one of them to read?
Okay then. Okay, so hold on. Oh, a part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read The Raven instead. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. Rapping on my chamber door. To some visitor, I muttered, lapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more.
Great job, Colin. Thanks for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, I have Michael Bank. If you want to unmute yourself and share what you have to read with us today.
All right. Well, could I have one from Sega? So, where to begin this? So Tails and I went into Green Hillstone, Quiver from Angel Island. The Eggman has been such a bad boy. Then we beat the Eggman up with Shadow and Classic Sonic, and I beat him up. The end.
Nice job, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Next up, I have Andrew. Andrew, did you want to share with us? Did you want to unmute? All right.
Hi, Mrs. Somalia. I am sorry I'm late because I had to go to Goodwill to talk about my job interview.
That's okay, Nick. I'm going to mute you. Andrew, did you want to share something with us today? If not, that's okay. All right. Next up, I have Kim Call. Did you want to share with us today, Kim? Okay, that's all right. All right. Next up, I have Cassidy. Cassidy, did you want to share with us today?
Yeah, let's go take a little stuff. How I wonder. Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, and I wonder where you are up above the sky like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, have a wonder where you are.
Nice job, Cassidy. Thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
All right. Up next, I have Robert Chang. Robert, did you want to share?
I have a book of the best of the clean joke.
All right. Did you have a poem that you wanted to share with us?
Yes.
All right.
What would you say if I asked you to be my wife? Nothing. I can't talk and I cannot talk to some. Can I talk at the same time?
That was a good joke, Robert. Thanks for sharing. All right. Next up, I have Cindy. Cindy, did you have a poem that you wanted to share?
Yeah. I had a dog. She had a red ball. She chased it up and down the hall. The ball was fun. It made her run. My dog liked to chase her red ball.
Nice job, Cindy. Thanks for sharing with us. All right. Hannah, I'm going to turn it back over to you if you're ready.
Can I share a poem?
I'm ready. This is a poem from Shel Silverstein. How many slams in an old screen door depends how loud you shut it. How many slices in the bread depends how thin you cut it. How much good inside a day depends how good you live in. How much love inside a friend depends how much you give them.
Nice job, Hannah. I love Shel Silverstein. That was a good choice. All right. So next up, I have Sai. Did you have a poem that you wanted to share with us?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I have a poem. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. So once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of one gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, or only this and nothing more. Ah, distinctly, I remember 'twas in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly, I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from my book surcease of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore, and the silken sad uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, this some visitor and entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door.
Great job, Sai. Thanks so much for sharing. All right, next up, I have Nicholas Tyson. Did you have a poem that you wanted to share with us?
Could be anything.
A poem, so it could be an original poem or a poem that you found.
An emoji.
All right, well, if you don't have anything to share with us today, that's okay. Oh, is it a poem?
It's an emoji.
Oh, cool. All right. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. Next, I'm going to turn it over to you, Tina. Tina, did you have something that you wanted to share with us today? Hi, there you go.
Well, since Shawn wanted to share some deeply personal things, mine is about people that spread joy and are creative. We lost a couple people that are like that, so I thought rather than be sad, why not honor them with joy? Ready? Okay. Find joy in the morning when the world begins to wake. Find joy pondering over coffee, your hopes and dreams so new. Find joy in the learning and the growing. Find joy in the knowing and not knowing. Find joy in the creative process. Find joy from others, the thoughts and dreams they share. Find joy being in nature and all the beauty all around you. Find joy in being with others and let their positivity surround you. Find joy in whatever you choose to do. And know you can access the great potential within you.
Wonderful job, Tina.
Thank you.
Thank you for spreading joy today.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. Moving right along, I'm going to turn it over to Brandon. Brandon, did you have something that you wanted to share with us?
I'm trying to find resources to help me put a poem together. So if anybody has like any kind of links or stuff like that, because I have trouble with thinking to put. I know how to rhyme, but if I can have anybody send me anything how to do it for the next time around, so I can make my poem. I have quite a few things on my mind that I would like to put one into.
That's great. And absolutely, I can definitely share some resources with you all for the next poetry event. If you guys are struggling, you have some thoughts and emotions that you want to talk about, but you don't know really how to start.
You can email, right? So
Definitely provide you with some resources.
you can email it, or
yeah, I can email it out.
Okay, I guess you need
All
my
right.
All right.
Perfect. All right. So next up, I have Carrie and Amy. Did you ladies want to unmute yourselves and share?
How about Carrie go
Okay.
first?
Are we ready?
All right.
Yes. Okay. Carrie go first.
Okay. Do you have, okay, can you hear them, Amelia?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, here you go.
We give thanks
for this
for the sun, even the wind, it be
behind
clouds and
it
hides. We give thanks for the wind, though is bends and bushes roll. We give thanks for the rain and gentle or twinkle. We give thanks for the earth, for the beauty and glory and power. We give thanks and give us grace to be good students of those this hour
inheritance.
Inheritance.
Okay. Why did you pick that one? It's all about being thankful for
It's
what?
all about beauty. It's about beauty and taking care of it.
Okay.
That was a great job, Carrie. Thank you so much for sharing. Go ahead, Amy.
So this poem is about my daughter sleepy sounding in the middle of the night. It's written by Samantha Kubler. She's my sister-in-law. She wrote poems about
your niece.
My niece.
Okay, go ahead.
You are the reason the world keeps turning. The reason people like me do everything and all. You are the reason we want no wars. You only want perfect assistance to an imperfect earth. One touch of your cheek makes and just cry.
Great job, Amy. So Amy did another one that was a dedication.
From Sam.
That was beautiful and carried
That's a
your
lot of fun.
message about being thankful. So thank you both for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, so moving right along, I have Michael Conti, who's next. Michael, did you want to unmute and share?
Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you.
I just want 1 second. Well, I didn't really write this, but can I say a couple things? I wrote. I was gonna write a letter to a couple of my family member and a dog that I lost for like this past summer or something like that. And I really miss him by holding him and licking, kissing me and stuff. And then I also miss my grandma, and because her birthday was past, and in January, I don't know, but I really miss her. She used to say Michael Conti. I only hear say how she wants me to say healthy and everything. So I really miss her saying that, and I miss them very much a lot.
Well, thank you for sharing, Michael. And I think that if you ever decided to write some original poems, you could definitely write a dedication poem for both your grandma and your dog. So thank you for sharing.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead, Shawn.
You know, as I'm sitting here listening to everybody, it doesn't have to be depressing. It can be joyful. It's all about how you really feel when you write it. It does not come automatically into the head. It just like it comes from what you're feeling at that moment. That's why it's a very important person. That's the reason why it's really important to do it. Why it's nobody's around and there's nothing being distracted, because that's how you can really bring out your inner person into what you're putting down. I just wanted to just put that down for everybody that has any problems with writing. That's the best key to be able to do what you can do to write a poem.
That's a great tip, Shawn. Thank you so much. All right. So next up, I have Becky. Becky, are you ready to share?
My poem's name is Kids Who Are Different. Here's to kids who are different. Kids who don't always get A's. Kids who have ears twice size of their peers and noses that go on for days. Here's to kids who are different. Kids they call crazy or dumb. Kids who don't fit with the gut and the grief, who dance to a different drum. Here's to kids who are different, kids with mischief strike, for when they have grown, as history has shown, it's their different that makes them unique.
Great job, Becky. I love that one too. Nice job. All right. Next up, I have Jenny Callow. Jenny, did you want to share with us today? All right, that's okay. Next up, I have Anne. Anne, did you want to share a poem with us today? Anne, did you want to share with us?
Sure.
All right.
Yellow. Hold on just a second.
All
Sorry.
right. That's okay.
Red what? My heart was waiting for you. Every lesson I was learning, every heartbreak I was earning was cracking me open, making me true love. If only I knew my heart was yawning for you and waiting for me. I learned that I needed to know and go where I needed to go to make me who I am today. Then I was only a matter of time until the universe made me yours. And my heart fell in many bursts. What a beautiful sight.
Awesome job, Anne. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
All right, moving along, I have Amanda Simpkins up next. Amanda, did you want to share with us?
Nah.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you for letting us know.
You're welcome.
All right. So next person I have is Justin Emmenizer. Justin, did you want to share with us?
I don't even have anything.
Okay, no worries. Kimmy, did you want to share with us? Okay. Next up, I have Katie McGee. Katie, did you want to share a poem with us today? Katie, did you want to share with us? All right, I'll come back to you, Katie. Karen, did you want to share a poem with us?
Sure.
All
I
right.
have a Shel Silverstein poem also. It's called Colors. My skin is kind of sort of brownish, pinkish, yellowish white. My eyes are grayish, bluish green, but I'm told they look orange in the night. My hair is reddish, blondish brown, but it's silver when it's wet. And all the colors I am inside have not been invented yet. That's it.
Great job. Thank you, Karen. I liked that one too. All right, so the last person I have left on my list here is Katie McGee. So Katie, I'm not sure if you can hear us, but if you would like to share, please unmute yourself. All right. All right, I think that that's everyone. So thank you everyone that did unmute and share or talked about something personal. I'm glad that this was a safe space for anyone who wanted to touch on anything personal or just share their favorite poetry. So thank you everyone for being on today. I am going to give everyone today's mindfulness code word for today, which is poem. P-O-E-M, poem. And I'm going to type that in the chat in just a second. I also wanted to let everyone know that tonight we will be having a workshop for the upcoming winter photo contest. So I'll put the link for that in the chat as well, if you would like to sign up and be on that call to learn more about what the photo contest is and how you can be a part of it. That is on tonight. So Shawn, I'm going to turn it over to you for any closing remarks.
So I want
today's is poem. POEM, and it's in the chat there.
Got it.
Go ahead, Shawn.
So I want to announce everybody to let everybody know that we will be doing this again in February. I believe we chose the 9th. Is that what we did, Amelia? The 9th?
February 8th.
Okay, the 8th. Okay, February 8th. I'm sorry. I'm on all with different dates.
That's okay.
So if anybody would like to come in and do this again, we will be doing this again on February. If anybody has any questions about poetry, you can either email Amelia, or you can find me on Facebook with Shawn Richards on Messenger. If you guys had any questions, I can help you at any time. I have no problem. If I'm not working, I will get right to you, and I can talk to anybody that would like to learn more about poetry. I plan on doing a surprise thing next month, which me and Amelia, we're going to talk about after sometime this thing. It's going to be really creative. It's going to be fun. But if anybody would like to reach out to me or her about any poems at all, it does not need to be sad. It can be happy. It's the way you feel. Each poem, as I said before, it's about how you're feeling most of the time at that moment. So instead of being aggravated or upset with somebody, you're physically being with that you're in with your own self. So hope everybody has a good day, and see ya.
Wait, Shawn, can I take a picture of you for your birthday?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, smile.
Happy birthday, Shawn.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Birthday.
Thank you.
I gotta try to put my.
Happy birthday, Shawn.
Hey, Shawn.
I may not do the photo contest just because I like to win, but sometimes I don't want to win all the time. So I think
Hi, Dita.
I'm gonna pass the winter photo for me, just because
Thank
I
you
have
everybody for the birthday wishes. It was an honor to spend my birthday with you guys. Seriously, I didn't want to do nothing else on my birthday than spend it with the Special Olympics athlete family, and that's what I keep on saying to everybody. You are family. We are all family at the end of the day.
Yep, I'm getting my COVID shot.
Shawn, thank you so much, Shawn, for hosting, and thank you everyone for being on. I'll see you guys later this week. Keep
Thank you so much.
Bye.